What podcast reviewer 37 describes as an indiscriminate hellish ride that I would not wish on my worst enemy. The industry's elite have said time and again, man, fuck those guys. Get ready, if your ears had butts, they'd about to be fucked. Welcome to the Butt Fuck Nowhere Show. Oh yeah, welcome back everybody, my good friends, our family, the Butt Fuck Nowhere family.
The comrades.
The comrags.
No, the comrades, like comrades.
Oh, I thought you said comrags. I was like, good, they are comrags.
Hopefully
the comrades, that's even better.
Hopefully your cool down from ejaculation is
hopefully you've come down.
Yeah, hopefully your cooldown is no longer existent.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, today we're going to talk about, oh man, fucking falling off the wagon and becoming a full fat fuck again, but for the last week at least.
Hey, dude, you can't feel that bad about yourself because there's this guy named something Blunts, Dave Blunts or whatever, that did a concert for like Juice WRLD, the rapper.
Okay.
And the dude's like morbidly obese, and he had like a oxygen tank next. He was sitting on a couch, and he had an oxygen tank next to him. And I'm like, well, as fat as you feel,
I'm definitely not as fat as that guy.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, I actually, and you can listen to this on the Game Rage Wrestling podcast, but I think we're actually in decent shape as we could be on the wrestling, like the WWE roster right now.
Oh, potentially, yeah.
How fat those fuckers are. So I look at them and don't feel bad really anymore. But anyways, you can hear all about that on there. But before we get into it today, go to Game Rage Magazine on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, at Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X. You can follow Adam at All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram. And go check out the All Gas No Trash podcast where we talk shit about music and piss everybody off within the music industry. And it's a fun time. It's a really fun, good time. But anyways, so okay, before we get into the fatness, I have a little thing. I have a little thing I wanted to talk about, a story, right? I've just been being an asshole lately, and I've been going on like people's.
Do you think it's about your dick not being touched?
That could have been why. Yeah, that probably could have been because this happened during November. Yes, correct. But I think I'm going to continue doing this because it's not getting like a shit ton of like, I don't know what you want to call it. Like, it's not getting us any more followers, really, I guess. But there's a lot of people seeing it and like liking it, and then I'm starting shit like on the whole thing. So like the first one, one of the ones that I did, which was another my favorite one, is because of the whole thing. Remember we did with the high school stuff, like with baseball. I still get some of those training places with like the kids coming up on my like feed every once in a while. So there was this one, I forget what the fuck it's called, but they popped up and it had this kid, man. And this kid had like the goofiest fucking swing you've ever seen in your life. And everybody in the comments was lighting this kid up. And so I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm going to take the opposite side of this argument. Since everybody is lighting up, there was not a single person that said something positive. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take the opposite side of this argument. So I just said, man, when this kid turns out that he's hitting 300 and he has like no strikeouts, you guys are going to all look like fools. And the guy who posted it was the only person that liked it. And I got all these like hate comments afterwards about like, you're a stupid asshole. Like, you don't know
anything about baseball.
Yeah, you don't know shit about baseball. Like, you don't know anything. And I'm like, listen, of course this kid has a stupid ass swing, but it doesn't fucking matter as long as it gets the job done. Who cares? And then I replied to somebody's comment saying that I was an idiot. And I said, you know, why do you guys sound like those shitty math teachers we had in high school? And I just said, why do you need to see the work? What does it matter if I got to the right fucking answer? Like, hey, so then I was being a double asshole, and I said to the guy, hey, post another one showing this kid's stats, because I'm sure he's on fucking something. Yeah, show his stats. Yeah. Let's see if this works or not.
Max
like,
preps.
Help prove me right, or whatever, basically. And then I heard nothing. So, like, this kid clearly sucks balls. This is not good. But then the second one, which is, like, the best one, right? There was this guy that he does these things, and it's a very wholesome content, all right? It's very wholesome, and, like, he's like a school teacher, and he has this like video game club that he does with the kids like after school, and he'll make these little TikToks showing like older game systems and like, you know, talking about the history of things and stuff, and like it's just very wholesome fucking content. So he did this video talking about the Super Nintendo and how the fucking cartridge is the way it's designed, and he shows how like, oh, when you flip the power switch on the Nintendo, it's supposed to catch so you can't pull the cartridge out, because you can literally destroy the console and your cartridge if you pull it out while it's on. And so he's like, but look, and he does it, and it does it. Like the regular cartridge that we all see and know, it doesn't work. And so he showed another, like an old Famicom fucking, cartridge, the ones from Japan, and it's got a different little design on the cartridge where it actually locks itself in. And so then he asked, he's like, man, why do they do this? Does anybody know? So I replied, I said, hey, my uncle works at Nintendo. That's how I started this off. My uncle works at Nintendo. And hold on, I want to find it so I can like
word for word
say exactly what I fucking said.
I know exactly why. I'm the cartridge.
Fuck, man, where the fuck does it show you like your fucking where you commented on shit? I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to find it. But anyways, so I basically just said that, hey, my uncle works at Nintendo, and I said he told me that Nintendo was decided that they wanted to have a cartridge style that was based in red pills. So they made that new style because they wanted to stop being fake and gay. The comments that the people were fucking writing afterwards was like, because no one said anything like that. No one said my uncle works at Nintendo, and I was like, damn, how's nobody fucking said this? Like, this is not like, to me, my uncle works there, my dad works at Nintendo. Yeah. That's like a 4chan staple, right? Like, it's like, they'll be talking about World War III and be like, oh, dude, my dad works at Nintendo, and he said that World War III is happening on Monday. Like, shit like that. And so I was like, why would nobody say this? So I was like, and then after that, it was all fucking, oh yeah, dude, my great grandpa worked at Nintendo, and he said that this teacher is gay, and like, then they started just piling on to this dude of shit.
It's like the Hawk comment section.
Yeah, it's like the Hawk comment section. It's like this saved my life. This cartridge style saved my life. Like, it was so fucking great. So now, I think that I'm gonna continue doing this,
dude. I might start doing that for like bands and shit.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out like, oh man, I'm from the Houthi tribe and like fucking.
I just want to say, your music saved my life. We had a kid that was dying of cholera, and we played this song for him, and now he's cured. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I've.
So what? You just gonna do that?
I think I'm just gonna keep doing that.
See if it gets more, dude. I need to start doing that shit, man.
Oh, and then the other one, I did this one on Twitter. There was this guy.
Yeah.
The guy, we've talked about him on here before, but it's the dude who has the fan account of like LA Knight.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I still follow him, I guess, and I never fucking deleted him. And
did you shit on him?
Yes, because he kept posting this shit about Christ is coming, Christ is Lord, all this stuff, right? So then I responded, he just did this one, Christ is coming. And I said, as soon as midnight on December 1st hits, we all gonna be coming. And I got like a bunch of likes. Nobody commented. I thought he was gonna block me, but has not. And then the other one that I did was these guys having this long ass conversation about the tariffs and shit, like for Trump. And this was on Trump's official like Twitter that I commented this on, like his official account. Because these guys were doing this whole conversation. They're talking about the tariffs, and they was like, "Oh, look at this! Justin Trudeau. Trump does one post about fucking tariffs, and Justin Trudeau flies 1,000 miles to Mar-a-Lago to have a meeting with him." And so then I just commented, "Yeah, but Trudeau is a cuck, so that one doesn't really count." And I got 600 fucking views on this, like 300 likes, like fucking ridiculous. Like, I was like, man, I cannot believe that people fucking actually like ate into this shit. And so that was pretty funny. And so now, like I said, I think I'm gonna keep doing it. Like,
that's fucking hilarious.
Just to fucking like just to keep it going.
Man, I hope that was like my workout for the day. My fucking abdomen is it's worked out. Yeah, and so we're gonna keep having Josh is a troll updates as I continue to troll people on social media with the Game Rage account. Fucking A.
But anyway, to get into the actual topic of the episode of being a fat fuck, basically, let me just go over what I've eaten the last fucking 3.5 days.
Well, where do you start? Thursday?
Thanksgiving, okay? I literally ate probably the thing we got. Only me, Frank, and Katie's dad ate this, all right? Because Frank came over for Thanksgiving because his sisters fucked off and didn't invite him to anything, so I invited him over, right?
Uh-huh.
So, because we bought this thing that is literally, it feeds like 8 people, all right? We basically killed this whole fucking thing in one sitting.
Okay, that's I have to interject real quickly, but do you ever think about like how much food we consume and how it, for normal people, like one serving, like you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
For a family of 8 or whatever, that's enough. But amongst the 3 of you, like that's not just a one-off occurrence. Like that happens consistently. Like we eat like fucking animals.
Right, yeah. But like, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna eat anything the whole day. I'm gonna like, cause you know, I'm at like, you know, I'm right around like the whatever, like 19 or 200, like 1900 or 2000 calories a day is like my, like what I'm supposed to eat, right?
Yeah.
And so I fucking was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat nothing so then I can eat. I think I ate 6,000 fucking calories because we also ate basically the entire pumpkin pie. We ate.
Everybody got a third.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. We basically thirded it, and then I mean, dude, we ate like everything. All right, so that was that day, and I thought, okay, you know what?
Okay, but what was the meal? Like, was it mashed potatoes?
Okay, so it was mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans with like ham and fucking shit in it. It was the turkey itself, the stuffing,
rolls.
I had like fucking 4 rolls. We were making sandwiches out of shit. For the second round, we started making sandwiches. All right. And then fucking there was the sweet potatoes, the mashed sweet potato, all right? That was also in there. Fucking murder the shit. And with all of these things, I also added an entire stick of butter into them.
For like, everything?
Yeah, like to the mashed potatoes, the
rolls.
The mashed potato, because you had to put them in the oven or whatever beforehand, because it was like a pre-made thing.
Okay.
So like I added, so it wouldn't get dried out in the oven, I added a whole stick of butter to the turkey or the stuffing thing, the mashed potatoes thing, and the sweet potatoes thing. And then I also put a shit ton of brown sugar in the fucking sweet potatoes thing, so like that also threw it fucking completely out of whack. So then I thought, all right, you know what? I went hard. I'm gonna fucking the next day, I'm gonna just like, you know, I'm gonna go chill, right? I'm not gonna eat like crazy. Nah, so what did I eat the next day? I ate 3 full bowls of cereal, like in one sitting the next day. I had a bowl of fucking Apple Jacks, which I haven't had in a while.
Ew.
I love Apple Jacks. They're great cereal. Had a bowl of Reese's Puffs. And then I still had a bowl of fucking some leftover Boo Berry from Chloe from fucking Halloween. So I ate a fucking bowl of that. All right. Then the next day, on the Saturday, went over to my parents. Me and my dad ended up getting Shake Shack. Had a shake. Okay. Then we got 3 double burgers.
We literally had a shack full of burgers.
We had the whole shack had to shut down when we were done.
Yeah.
All right. Got a bunch of things of fries. Got Chloe chicken nuggets. She didn't like them, so I ended up eating them.
Oh, wow.
Fucking probably ate 4,000 or 5,000 calories that day.
All right. I have another topic that we can talk about after this one.
Okay. All right. So essentially, I have just eaten. I feel so shitty. Like, and also, it's like eating the shit. It makes you feel like shit. And so, like the last 3 or 4 days, I felt like shit. And I'm just like, God, why do I do this to myself? Like, I know what the outcome is going to be. I know the result.
So is the beating off shame or is the food shame worse? Which one?
The food shame is much worse in my opinion. Like, I don't even have a problem with the beat off shame. I don't even think I feel any shame from beating off. I think it's the food shame is what gets me every fucking time. I don't know how I haven't become anorexic or like bulimic because of the shame of the food. Probably because I just am a glutton and I just like to eat. But you know, fuck, man. Every time I always do this.
So in total, how many calories do you think you ate in a 3-day? In
a 3-day period, probably like 12,000 fucking calories, maybe 15.
Jesus, that's like 6 days of calories in 3 days.
Yeah, now I can't eat next week.
I can't eat it.
I gotta recover. Like, I can't eat next week.
It's all water for the next 7 days.
Yeah, it's just water with lemon. That's it. Like, that's all I get to eat. Water with lemon and maybe a little bit of honey. And now I'm fucked. So, and just fucking energy drinks and black coffee. That's it. That's all I get to eat. So I don't know, but I feel shitty, and it just fucks with you. It makes your brain feel like shit too. Like I also feel like my under chin is. I feel like it's like drooped down to my chest. Like I don't know why.
Developing jowls.
I feel like I have jowls that hang down to my chest. I feel like it touches. I don't know why that is. Like, because I look in the mirror and it doesn't really like look like that. So I'm like, I don't understand why I feel that. But it feels like it's coming down my neck, and I feel like just touching the bottom right here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not even close to that. It's not even I don't even really have jowls. Like, but it just feels that way. And maybe it's just because you eat so much and you just feel fat as fuck. And that's just, I don't know. I also feel like I feel the jiggliness from this now. Like I feel it.
All
man.
here.
And what's crazy is like all my clothes still fit just fine. Like it's not like I
for now.
Well, yeah, that's why I need to stop. That's why I got to put an end to it. I can't keep doing this. Just go back again in a month at the end of December, and I'll probably do this again at the end of December.
Why December?
For Christmas, like usually we get some shit, and then like we have like a thing. So like I'll probably do this again at the end of December. It's not going to be as bad as this, but the next 3-ish weeks are going to be just like strict. I'm going to eat like 1,500 calories a day. It's going to be a strict deficit to like overcome this, and then not fucking like, you know, and get back a little bit on track to then fall off the wagon again for 2 weeks. And then January 2nd, be like, okay, this is it. It's done. Like, it's fucking back to doing. I think I'm going to do a hard 30-day carnivore for 30 days in January. And then just call it at 30 and go back to doing, like, you know, just strict calorie counting after that. But I don't know. We'll have to see. That's probably what's going to end up happening, though. And then we'll obviously, with Adam's 2025 no ejaculation, we'll be giving updates on my.
I wonder if I'm going to gain weight because like the jizz just doesn't go anywhere.
It just makes you fucking get fatter.
Yeah.
That'd be funny as shit. Anyways, all right, wait, did you have the second topic for this episode? Or do you want to do it on the
this is related to food.
Oh, it's related to food.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. All right.
How long?
Well, this has been going on 18 minutes, but I don't know if the next episode is going to have enough to carry for the whole time, but maybe, I don't know.
What's the other one?
It was my story about weird things or the afterlife. I don't know.
All right, fine. Well, this one's topical because it's related to.
Let's do it right now. We'll
all right,
do it. Who cares?
Okay, I don't know what your experience was like growing up with eating food as a child. Did you end up eating whatever your parents gave you?
Yeah, otherwise I'd be beaten. So that was
like vegetables,
whatever. Yeah, like they were like, "Oh, you don't like that? Oh no, you like that? Like this is what we have."
You want to eat. You want to eat, or you don't.
It's either you're gonna eat or you don't. And so I learned very quickly, like, well, dude, my mom used to make. I guess we're gonna go on a tangent with this, but like, my mom used to make. And again, I didn't realize, like, obviously that we were poor, but like, my mom used to make. She called them SpaghettiO sandwiches, and she would just take a piece of bread and throw some SpaghettiOs in there, and then throw some like fucking what do you call it? Like the Parmesan cheese on it, like the not even the Kraft one, like the fucking no brand one. And shit, she'd feed us that like 5 days a week.
5 days a week,
and you'd get 2 of them, and like that'd be good. You'd be like, oh man, I'm full. Putting a bunch of butter on there, like or the fake butter to fucking calorie it up. Yeah. And then you're just like, oh yeah, I'm good. You eat 2 of those, and you're not hungry anymore. Like cool. Like, and you know what? They're delicious. That's what we need to do when we restart the food podcast. We need to try all the old weird
restart.
Shit.
We haven't even started it to begin with.
That's what I mean. When we start the food podcast, we need to go back and make all the weird shit that my mom used to make as a child for me. I don't know if you ever had. She used to do this thing called I forget what she called it, but basically all she did was take noodles, like the shitty spaghetti noodles, boil them, and then throw a little butter in there, and then be like, here you go,
buttered noodles.
And I'm like, oh, this is so delicious. It's great. And I'm like, this is just butter and noodles. Like, the fuck is this shit?
Man.
It's like the least nutritious meal you could have gave. There's no protein in it. Like,
okay, I don't know about that, but anyway, the weirdest thing that I personally fucking made on my own, I don't know why, but I had a thing for grilled cheese and mayo.
I think mayo's the shittiest condiment ever created. Like, I think it's useless. It's only good as a part of some other sauce, like as a base for maybe like a sauce.
I also hate when assholes say garlic aioli. It's just fucking
mayonnaise with garlic. Like that's all it is.
Yeah. Just because you jazz it up with a new word doesn't mean it changed.
Yeah, it's still garlic mayonnaise, which it is good. Garlic mayonnaise is good. But
that's besides the point. Yeah. But when it comes to talking about children, I feel like this generation's soft, man.
Yeah, they are.
With food.
Oh yeah, super soft.
My little nephew, he will throw up depending on what textures of food he'll eat. Like
that is the weakest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah. So like you almost have to cater towards them because they have all these sensitivities with foods, and I'm like, motherfucker, I ate vegetables when I was a kid, man.
Brussels sprouts, broccoli.
Yeah, sometimes you get like the fun shit, like a Pop-Tart or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you get shit like that sometimes or whatever.
No, we'd get toaster strudel.
Toaster strudel, whatever the fuck. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter. But you know, as a kid, you pretty much had to eat whatever your parents are willing to give you. Yeah. Most of the times, like hopefully it was vegetables because I mean, if you're gonna have any nutritional value in your fucking
That's
diet,
what you need, yeah.
Yeah, it's what you need. But like kids, I swear, like a couple of my nephews eat strictly like just crap, like hot dogs, and like just
chips.
Processed foods.
Yeah,
highly processed foods. I'm like, I just can't believe that, dude. I can't believe you ever get that urge when you eat so shitty, you're like, oh, I gotta have some vegetables for like the next 3 days.
Yeah.
No, they keep going. They keep going like that.
It's just 24/7. Candy,
Cheez-Its.
Oh, Cheez-Its,
Cheez-Its, fucking chips, hot dogs, chicken nuggets, like pretty much.
Hey, but chicken nuggets, if you get the right ones though, you gotta get the good one. There are good versions of chicken nuggets out there. I get those for Chloe because she likes chicken nuggets. So like
the rubbery texture.
She likes chicken strips is what she likes. The strips. The nuggets, she doesn't really like. She used to like those dino nuggets or whatever. But I mean, those really aren't that good for you. But I'll get her these like Tyson makes these chicken strips. They're like lightly breaded.
Yeah.
So like again, now Chloe's never thrown up because of a texture. She will like okay at Thanksgiving. We gave her some. We had a fruit cake, so we gave her some to try, right? And she took one bite and just went blah, and like she didn't throw it up, but she like spit it out like and was like, "That is disgusting. I don't like this." Pumpkin pie, same thing. She did not like the flavor of the pumpkin pie. She will not do that based on texture. She'll do it based on she doesn't like the flavor, which I still think is fucking soft. Because hey, listen, if you want to eat, you're gonna eat, right? But she eats like shit too. All these kids nowadays eat like shit. They all do. That's what there is. I try and insert, healthier things. Like I don't think Chloe fucking likes vegetables. I don't think she's I don't know if she's had vegetables since she was like a baby, man. Like I mean, I've tried giving them to her and she's like, ah.
So what are you giving her fucking like protein shakes to compensate for her?
Yeah, she'll eat chicken nuggets. If she wants chocolate milk, I'll take protein powder and I'll make they'll have chocolate protein powder and I'll make her a protein shake out of that.
Yeah.
Or like I'll take the chocolate ones and just like give that to her. Like, yeah, she gets junk every once in a while. Or in like limited quantities. So like, oh, okay, if you want to have an Oreo, cool, you can have an Oreo right now. One Oreo, right? Like, you're not gonna sit there and eat out of the bag. Oh, if you want some chips, cool, here, let me give you a little bowl of chips, right? So if you portion control them, then like it's not that bad. So, I don't know.
I just think kids have shitty diets.
Yeah, they're assholes too. They also don't like a lot of things.
Yeah,
so.
If I was a parent, I would not fucking. That would be one thing, like from day one, dude. Well, obviously when they're born, they got to drink milk, and then eventually they work their way to solid foods and shit. But as soon as they turn 5 years old, all fucking vegetables, dude.
That's it. Nothing. Vegetables and protein.
Yeah.
Meat and vegetables.
You're not going to make the same mistakes that I did with fucking eating terrible foods as an adult.
Well, yeah, because it is hard to get out of that once you like.
Yeah.
But I mean, also she is 6, so like, cool. I'm not gonna make her eat. And then listen, there are some people that take it too far, and they're like giving their 2-year-old sushi and shit. Like, all right, that's a little fucking mercury, extra right there. Like, let's just calm our tits here. I listen. There's friends that we have that do that were giving their kids fucking sushi at 2 years old and making them eat fucking edamame and fucking like I don't know all kinds of crazy shit that like you would normally not feed a fucking 2-year-old.
Grapes that aren't cut in half.
Cut in half. Yeah. Fucking solid grapes. Yeah, Chloe likes grapes. She likes fruit. She likes fruits a lot. All right, so that's good.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, they're delicious. Those cotton candy grapes, man. I don't know what genetic modified magic they do to those things, but how the fuck they make it taste like cotton candy is beyond me. But goddamn, do they not taste like fucking cotton candy? It is insane.
Does she like potatoes?
Yeah, she likes potatoes. It depends on
French fries.
Yeah, if they're fried or like tater tots, like she'll do tater tots here and there. Mashed potatoes she'll have on occasion. Like Baked potato, I've given her some of ones we've gotten like at restaurant, and she'll be like okay with it as long as there's no sauce. Also, one thing that really works to her advantage is she hates any kind of sauce whatsoever. She does not do ketchup.
What?
She doesn't do ranch. She hates anything that's saucy. Anything sauce, nope, don't want it.
Why?
I don't know, but it helps her. That's good for her in the sense that like sauces just add empty extra fucking calories on the meals in reality. So
yes, but also it kind of dresses up the food too.
Sure, if you don't like it, but she doesn't like any. I've had her try ketchup, hates it. Ranch, hates it, don't know why.
Okay, so if she orders a burger, she just orders it plain?
Yeah, she's just a plain burger. Nothing on it, just the meat and the bread,
what
and
the
maybe
she'll
get a cheese on it, right? So the cheese is like
the only flavor.
The best part is my mom does this thing. Chloe is convinced that my mother is like a fucking master chef right now because she goes over there. We were over there on Saturday. She tells my mom, "Hey, Grand Shelly, can you make your famous cheese sauce?" And I was like, cheese sauce? What the fuck? I never heard you make this fucking famous cheese sauce. What the fuck are you talking about? And so then she's like, oh, yeah, I'll make it right now. So I was like, oh, let me go in there and see what the fuck this is about. She cuts off a piece of a block of Velveeta cheese, throws it in the microwave and melts it until it's a sauce, and then fucking hands it to her. And she's like, here you go. And she's like, this cheese sauce is the best. It's so good. And I'm like, it's just fucking melted Velveeta cheese. What are you talking about? And obviously, I'm not going to spoil that for her because, but I'm just like, this is insane. I can't believe this. Hilarious. Anyways, I'm sure my mom is going to fucking yell at me for this because she listens to every episode of all the podcasts that we do. So
no, she doesn't.
Yeah, I know. I get a text message. What shit did you say about me, you son of a bitch?
You exposed my secret of the Velveeta cheese.
You bastard. Now when Chloe's 20 and she hears these old episodes from 20 years ago, she's going to fucking not believe any of it.
Fucking
and then
hilarious.
I'll be like, what do you care? You'll be dead. Anyways. All right. You got anything else to add for this one?
No, let's get to the next one.
Let's get on to the next one. Anyways, go check out Game Rage Magazine, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Game Rage Mag, Twitter/X, All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram, and go check out the All Gas No Trash podcast if you want to hear us piss people off about music. Anyways, that does it for us. Catch you guys on the next one. This has been the Butt Fuck Nowhere Show. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, subscribe and like on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. Also on Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. Also visit our website, www.gameragemagazine.com, for a host of other podcasts and more. Thanks for listening.